Good morning. It's Deacon Don again. And thank you for letting me be with you for just a short period of time this morning, Friday, March 26th. Today I want to talk about something that may be a bit confusing. So let me just say, I want to talk about division in people today, and why it's so harmful and why it's so toxic to us as individuals and in our society. Please understand I'm not going to make a political statement. I don't do that. But I am going to make a Catholic statement, which, believe it or not, is not based on a political stand, one way or the other. You see, our Catholic social teaching reaches beyond politics. And even though our society today often doesn't seem to realize that there is a world out there hungering for justice and peace and love and understanding and truth that really goes beyond the political arena and what people benefit from in the political arena. Instead, our teaching teaches us that the protection of human life in all forms is what we work towards. Today, what we're seeing is hate and prejudice and racism, the lack of concern for others, the desire for me's welfare and not for your welfare. This is all based on division, not unity, something that the devil relishes. You see, too often, the actions that we take or the positions that we encourage hurt others, and we don't always see that as important. Jesus came into his ministry knowing fully well that because of human nature, his message was going to cause division amongst people, even in families. But his message wasn't divisive at all. Instead, it called for unity among all people. People not accepting this simple premise is what caused the division there. That message, that point is still true today. He came to heal the wounds of sin and division and wants that now for us as well. Now, please don't equate having a difference of opinion with the division that I'm talking about. Two separate things. We all have free will to have a different mind, and the things that we like or don't like, agree with or don't disagree with. But how we express it, how we live it, it's how we decide to treat others is where we fall short, not in disagreeing. Disagreeing can be healthy. It's even necessary. So what do we do? Well, first of all, we know what our faith we should know what our faith asks of us and live it as best as we possibly can. Second, we try to promote unity among each other. And while you can't change the world overnight, you can change yourself and those who look up to you as example. And third, pray for healing in our world. Often people say that prayer isn't enough, you need action, and that's true. But prayer is what leads to action in yourself and in all those around you. You see, because we get strength and grace from God to change if we want to be changed. So we need to ask for healing and for change. There's a quote from Psalm 51, which happens to be perhaps my favorite little passage in all of Scripture. And it says, "A pure heart create for me, in me, O God, and put a steadfast spirit within me." Those two lines say a lot about yourself, about what you want yourself to be. The second is from today's gospel, from Matthew. And we hear the words of Jesus healing the leper who asked to be made clean. And Jesus says, out of love for the one in front of him, that he will do it. And he does. One person at a time. You know, we all truly can be healed if we want to be. It can be hard. It can be very hard. But it is not impossible. One person at a time. Starting with yourself. Starting with me. I read a quote from a poet on how not to react on impulses, and I rewrote it a bit, and I hope the poet doesn't mind. Here it is. It's called Practice the Pause. When in doubt, pause. When you're angry, pause. When you're stressed, pause. When tired, pause. When scared, pause. When you're overwhelmed, pause. Before judging others, pause. Before assuming things, pause. Before accusing others, pause. Before dividing people, pause. Before hurting by words or actions, pause. Before saying things that you will regret, pause. And before jumping to conclusions, pause. And when you pause, pray. All very valuable things to remember, to not create division. My friends, we all have the capacity to bring unity amongst all this division that we see. We can, if we remember what our faith tells us, which is humanity comes first, period. God bless you all, and have a great day.